USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Summer tastes like Tic Tac. Tantalize your taste buds this sunny season with citrus adventure and orange. 2 everyday flavors that bring summer in every. Tic Tac Citrus Adventure is a yummy, vibrant medley of lemon, lime, and mandarin. And Tic Tac Orange is the perfect mix of tangy and sweet. Visit us at Tic Tac USA on social to refresh your summer with Tic Tac.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Well, there's a party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and everybody's gonna spread the holiday cheer. 'Cause it's Christmas. Whoa, oh, it's the best time of the year. Let's go fake great.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
We are back with another Simpsons episode.
Yeah, so is this is the second one? This is the third.
This is the third one.
Third one that we've done so far.
This is what I think is the last great Simpsons Christmas episode. I'm
Okay.
sure we'll do other ones, but like to me, it's that first episode. It's the one that we watched last year, which is still my favorite one, the one where Bart gets caught shoplifting.
Yeah, and I
But
have such a I know it's. I think we had the conversation before where to you the Santa's Little Helper episode is less of a Christmas episode and more of this is the first episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like even though I love that episode as a Christmas episode, I can totally understand that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite literally it's practically a Christmas special that aired before the first season
Yeah.
of The Simpsons came out.
Yep.
And then this one, which I would argue this is probably of the three the most overwhelmingly Christmassy.
I would agree,
Although that
yeah.
first one is pretty close.
Yeah.
And this is Season 9, Episode 11, Miracle on Evergreen Terrace.
I'm always taken aback by how long The Simpsons have been running, like especially and I'm more taken aback when you kind of have me watch an episode in the later seasons, like
Yeah.
quote unquote, like here's
season 9. I think they're on season 30 something
yeah,
right now.
it's like season 9 of The Simpsons, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, we're still in like the 90s style animation and everything,
Yep.
and it's just wild how long this show and a show that we're going to be talking about soon as well have been running.
Yeah, no, it's pretty chaotic. This one, I think, and I'm curious what you think about this too, but I am of the opinion that the first 2/3 of this episode are great, and then the last third is good. But I feel like all the best jokes are definitely. I think this is a very front-heavy episode, joke-wise.
I would agree. I like the idea of once they know that Bart tricked them or fooled everyone, I think it makes the family even less likable.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that in a second
Yeah.
because I feel like there's some stuff there where even when I watch this with Barb and her son, we're like, I mean, whatever. So
yeah,
let's start with the very beginning.
Go for it.
They're going shopping on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
For the last second shopping. And Marge is like, I don't think this is a good idea. It's going to be packed. And then they get to the parking lot, and the parking lot's full, but Homer cuts across four handicap spots and then just fakes a limp as he gets out of the car.
And he has a line, I don't remember what it was exactly, but he says he likes the pressure. And I felt like I really identified with that character as someone who, even if I have all of my shopping done, I still like going out Christmas Eve and just standing amongst the chaos.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Well, and then he opens up a register and just takes a bunch of people's gifts that they're buying and then just leaves, which is equally hilarious. We go to the Simpsons
I don't
house.
identify with that part so much. I just want to put that on recording.
They go to the Simpsons house, and this is where we get, I think we get like 5 incredible jokes back to back to back. So the first great joke we get is Marge comes out with the cookie tray and she goes, "Christmas cookies. I made Christmas trees for Lisa and bloody spears for Bart." They're looking at the tree and Lisa's like, "I love the new tree. The old aluminum one looks so fake." And Marge goes, "I agree. From now on, plastic always."
It's true. It's true. We've had that talk before. I don't mind a fake tree, but it better look green.
I just love that fake out, right? Because it's like, oh, that old fake tree looks so fake. And it's like, this is also a fake tree. They hear the sounds of what they believe might be Santa on the rooftop, but it's Homer falling off the roof trying to put the last Christmas decorations up. Then we get probably my 2 favorite jokes out of this entire scene, which is Bart is playing around with the toys and he puts the one box to his head and he's like, "Ooh, I sense that this is a homemade sweater, possibly yellow." And Lisa's like, "Mom, make Bart stop." And Marge walks in and goes, "Bart, put down that yellow homemade sweater and go to..."
I gotta say, like, the jokes are great, but once we get into the meat of it, I would have strangled Bart myself.
Oh, for sure. Number 1 joke in this whole episode, though, I think comes right after that part, "Put that yellow sweater down," where Marge announces that no one's getting up until 6 o'clock. They're going to have Christmas as a family for once. She's taken their alarm clocks, etc. And she goes, "For once, the Simpsons are going to celebrate Christmas like a family." And then you hear a knock on the window, and it's Grandpa out there going, "Hello." And they just slowly creep over and close the blinds so he can't see inside the house.
The smaller bits...
Joke of the episode.
The smaller bits are... I think that's what makes the show stand out. Like,
well, this is like the peak of... This is like that golden era still where it is like a joke per second. Like, I was like typing up notes of jokes that made me laugh and was like probably missing 2 jokes just in the time it took to type up some of them.
My favorite comes later.
Just
in the episode.
one after another.
So my favorite joke comes later in the episode. We'll get to it. It's after, I think, the big reveal. So
all right. Well, I'll say one thing influenced me. And I do it in my day-to-day life is what Bart does next, where he drinks a shit ton of water so that he can wake up early. And anytime that I've had like an early flight, like if I have like I have to get up at 4 a.m. I actually do this move where I'll drink a lot of water just in case I'm worried I might sleep in past my alarm.
Never thought about doing this at all.
But
now I think I'm going to do it.
It really does work because I would rather... Like, if I have to be up at 4 and I wake up naturally at 3:30 to pee, I would rather that scenario than being jostled awake by the sound of the alarm clock. Like, that immediately puts me in an instantly crappier mood.
See, I'm the opposite. It depends. Like, if I wake up to pee at 2 and I got to be up at 5, I'm down for that. But if I got to be up at 5 and I have to piss at 4:30, I'm going to be livid. I want to sleep until my alarm goes off. And I think we have just discovered the 2 different type of people on this planet.
Yeah, there we go. Bart has a dream about how badly he has to pee, which is just fun. He's riding down a river. Everything seems like urination. He passes by a football field where the cheerleaders are just yelling like, "Go, go, go."
Yep.
We're number one, go, number one. But Bart wakes up at 4 o'clock, goes to the bathroom, sneaks downstairs, starts going through the stuff. Now, earlier in the episode, as they're looking at gifts, Maggie flips over one of the gifts and it makes a moo noise.
Yeah.
This is important for later. We all remember this toy. As Bart's playing with all this stuff, he finds this fire truck. He starts playing with the remote control fire truck and accidentally drives it straight into the fire. It comes back out of the fire in flames, hits the plastic tree. Everything ignites. There's a great bit where Bart runs to the kitchen to try to get the hose from the sink, and it's like this absurd.
Yeah.
He's able to bring it all the way up to the living room, and then it just like trickles out of the.
These like these modern day houses.
Yeah, like it's really, really good. As everything is melting, we see this toy that Maggie was playing with. It comes up out of the muck of melted plastic and makes a noise. And then we cut to the bedroom and Marge goes, Homer, I think I heard something. And then Homer rolls over in bed and goes, and
then Marge goes back to sleep. And Homer, as soon as she snores once, hey, knock it off.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
Hey business owners, we know you know the importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 110,000 bonus miles for a limited time through July 16th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends 7/16/25.
Here it is, guys. Welcome to my hometown's video store.
Sweet, I didn't even know these still existed.
Well, they haven't had a new release since like 2004, but it's still standing. Why don't you guys look around and rent something? It's on me.
Okay, I'm done.
What?
I got the best of 1987, RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, and Predator.
Predator's good, but Predator 2 is better.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, all those old action films, the sequels are better. RoboCop 2, Predator 2, Highlander 2.
Can't argue with Highlander 2.
Do they have any anime?
Yep, if you look, it's right over there.
That's like 5 tapes.
Yeah, welcome to the Midwest.
Steve, what are you renting?
I'll probably rent some bad sci-fi. Maybe something with Will Smith.
Nice. Get some Tim Burton Planet of the Apes while you're at it.
Isn't that the one where you wanted to bang the girl monkey?
Welcome to Analog Jones in the Temple of Film. I'm Steve.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brad.
We are a VHS podcast that breaks down the box art, trailers, and behind the scenes. Do you miss the old days before the internet when you only talked about the films you watched with your friends? We watch these old tapes and look for cool trailers, bizarre promos, and break them down for your entertainment.
If you like sweaty action movies, crappy sci-fi, or schlocky horror films and hate reading, Listen to Analog Jones.
Sometimes we even do research and get our facts right on these old movies.
Even if we don't, it's on the internet. It's facts now.
So search for Analog Jones and find us at Anything That Plays podcast.
Bart, in a panic, drags what is now just a giant melted plastic block of things.
Which, I mean, pretty efficient. Like,
pretty efficient.
Pretty great how that thing just melted down right onto a strip of carpet that he could then pull outside.
Didn't burn it down at all. Yeah, he takes it outside. And he's like, I'm gonna bury it in the snow. So he says like, sweet purifying snow covers all. So he buries it in snow, walks in just as they realize that everything's been taken, and he claims that they've been robbed and someone took everything. And they're crying. And he's like, I'm so, like, it's so, I can't believe it happened. And then Homer comes into the hug, and as he's crying, he just goes, can we skip church?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
It's so good.
But they fill out a police report, and they go about their day, and they're walking around, and everyone's having an amazing Christmas. One of the things that has never left my brain is they see the Flanders having a great time, and Homer goes, quick, kids, act like we've got brand new cross-country skis. And they just have big fake smiles on their faces. They're doing the skiing motion.
Yeah, it's so good.
Then, like, I think Milhouse shows up next. He goes, Bart, I got a Tickle Me Krusty. And he squeezes and goes, hey, keep your finger out of there. To which Milhouse gets a snowball to the face, and then you hear Marge yell at Homer. But Lisa convinces them to go visit Grandpa at the retirement home.
Yes.
And everything they'll feel better helping their fellow man. And then they get there, and the retirement home is fucking bumping.
Oh, yeah. They all are having an amazing Christmas.
So they come home. They're devastated. Homer's getting drunk at Moe's when they see the news report on the TV about the robbery. There's some good jokes there where it's like...
There's just so many. There's so many.
Because he's like, hey, Homer, your TV's on... It's like, your house is on TV. And he's like, what did you say about my wife? And then Moe's like, no, he's right. He goes, you stay out of this, old man. But Homer comes home, and we get the It's a Wonderful Life parody. Everybody has shown up, given money. I do love that they even, because you and I both love It's a Wonderful Life. Yep. Lisa immediately sits by the piano and starts playing Hark the Herald Angels.
Oh my God. And Homer's just like, do you have to practice that song right now?
It's so good. As all of this is happening, Bart is feeling guiltier and guiltier. And that's when Lisa introduces him to, I had to write the characters' names down, Patches and Poor Violet. And Bart goes, I don't like where this is going. And they're like, we're giving you our only $1. Your story made us so sad. So they go out. Their original plan was just to replace what had been stolen.
Yeah.
The townsfolk convince them, like, hey, you've got $15,000. You should do something crazy. So they get a brand new car, which immediately crashes, explodes, and sinks.
Oh, but I listen, anytime I get to see little Maggie in her star outfit, I'm a happy camper.
Great.
She's so adorable.
It's so good. So then it's the next day. The Simpsons are feeling really down on themselves. Yeah. And this is when the guilt overcomes Bart, and he tells him, like, I'm the one that did it.
Once he
I think I know where this is going.
My favorite joke.
I think I wrote this down.
So Lisa just starts fucking strangling Bart, and Homer comes over and goes, Lisa, stop! Your hands aren't big enough, and starts fucking choking Bart as well.
Lisa, your hands are too small.
Yeah, your hands are too small to kill him.
But this is when, of course, the news truck shows up with a follow-up on the story, and they very quickly find the block. And I guess my issue is, like, if the Simpsons found out and they went along with that for days.
Yeah.
But it's like they just got that information like 5 minutes ago. Like,
well, to be fair,
I don't think that they're bad people. I think that they're literally just like overwhelmed with information at the worst possible
moment. Well, that's the
moment.
thing is like they had found out And then they did technically go on the news and pretend they were still robbed. Like, I kind of get it, but they were still going along with the bit. I would have at least been like, all right, like you have to kind of
There's been a recent development.
Yeah, there's a little bit more information. Can you actually turn the cameras off for a minute?
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation.
The last joke that I wrote down is earlier when they're watching the news broadcast, Kent Brockman is going through all the things. He's like, underneath your tree, you might be getting something, but Bart won't be getting his fire truck. Lisa won't be getting her sweater, and Homer won't be getting his sausages, blah, 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 blah. So then they find it hits the ground and shatters, and he goes, Bart's fire truck, Lisa's sweater, Homer's sausages. Then the rest of this episode is just the townspeople fucking hate the Simpsons now. There is a pretty funny bit where they go to the Krusty Burger and everybody leaves, and then in the back are two teenagers spitting into some cups, and then they look and are like, hey, isn't that family that everybody hates? But then eventually they come home, the whole town is at their house, robbing them blind.
Yes.
And their conclusion was, we just hate it. We hate it not liking you.
Yep.
So we figured if we get our money's worth of donations out of your own property, then we're even.
They even stole Snowball too in Santa's Little Helper.
They did. Ugh. But there is this very heartwarming moment. I love how this episode ends.
Yes, it's really
because
good.
They're sitting there and they're like, look, they may have taken our possessions, but there's one thing they couldn't take. And it feels like they're about to be like this family's love for each other or whatever. He's like, this washcloth. And they start running around the house, but it's like a joy. Like they are having
they're
fun.
Fighting, they're like, that's my washcloth. And they're all fighting around it. It's really good. It ends with a great credits song that I didn't write down because I'm a loser and an idiot.
I'm trying to remember what the credits song was now.
I don't remember now. But I've never heard it before. I just remember texting you and going, solid credits song.
Yeah. But no, it's I think this is a really good episode. Like I said, it's not as good to me as Marge Be Not Proud, which I think is from front to back flawless.
Yeah.
But this is really good. There are a lot of good jokes. Like you said, the Lisa, your hands are too small line kills me. The grandpa out in the snow as they close the blinds. Like there's some really, really funny parts. This ending is really heartfelt. This is a solid yearly watch for me.
And the song that I have just found, it is Santa's on His Way by Bob Wills.
Oh.
So we're definitely going to have to check that out because...
I was going to say, now that we've introduced the concept of song histories on our podcast, thanks to Christmas Shoes, maybe we can deep dive into that a little bit further, see if there's a nice history to that song.
I'm so excited to dive a little deeper into these songs. Crabs for Christmas eventually. Dominic the Donkey, of course.
Yeah, no.
We're going to have to do the histories of
Dylan,
all of these
you're
great
making
songs.
jokes about that, but I do know that I know what I'm doing for my next song history, and I know it's a song that you fucking can't stand. So I'm so excited.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I'm very excited. But in the meantime, Dylan, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Aw, Merry Christmas, bud.
Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Have a happy holiday, have a great, great, great holiday, have a merry, 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 happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.